As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White Smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. A reminder, the normal publishing schedule is now Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, but I've been dropping in these bonus episodes related to the LA wildfires because there's been some good news coming out of the horrible tragedy. A 14-year-old created a viral Altadena Girls Recovery Fund to help teenage girls impacted by the Eaton fire. So Avery's 14 and started this thing, but it got shared by high-profile bands, artists like Charlie XCX and celebrities like Paris Hilton. It went viral and grew to nearly 32,000 followers on social media over a few days. That all resulted in a packed-out distribution center for teenage girls in Altadena to come, quote-unquote, shop. Avery said, "They've lost everything, and I want them to feel a sense of normalcy when nothing else in their life is normal." Avery has gathered donations including beauty and hair products and new clothing. Guitar Center announced a new program that will help musicians affected by the wildfires replace their instruments or gear. From now until February 28th, Guitar Center and Guitar Center Music Foundation say they will support musicians and music programs affected by the fires with a special one-time grant that will allow them to replace their destroyed instruments or gear. To qualify, you have to be LA-based, you may have to provide proof of loss or address, and you'll have to set up an account. Music programs will have to classify as one of the following: in-school music classes in which the students make music, after-school music programs that are not run by the school, community music programs which offer music instruction to the community, or music therapy programs in which the participants actively make music. Dave Grohl celebrated his 56th birthday by volunteering for Feed the Streets, a nonprofit organization distributing meals to displaced families and inmate firefighters amid the ongoing fires. On Instagram stories, Dave is seen stirring a giant pot of chili alongside fellow volunteers. In another video, we see Grohl pushing a cart. This is not the first time Dave has done this sort of thing. I've shared in the past on Super Bowl Sunday in February. LA nonprofit Hope the Mission shared an Instagram reel featuring Dave and his friends barbecuing 70 pork butts for the Woodlands Family Shelter. A brain surgeon and his son ignored evacuation warnings. They went into action to save their oceanfront home and their neighbor's home. Dr. Griffith said he had planned for a wildfire for years by buying high-pressure hoses, professional firefighting gear, and flame-retardant home-building materials. He'd also trained on disaster preparedness. As a result, the father and son, along with Clayton the neighbor and some local firefighters, saved 5 homes along the beach. Dr. Griffith shared on social media a video in which he said, "We did it. Our houses are here." White Smoke. The path to a new pope explores humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power, a process now unfolding following the death of Pope Francis. This series reveals the hidden rituals, ancient traditions, and behind-the-scenes drama of papal transition. As the Catholic world enters this solemn period of mourning and anticipation, join us in witnessing how the Church has perfected this sacred process over 2,000 years, and what happens in these crucial days when the throne of St. Peter stands empty. White Smoke brings listeners inside the conclave that will determine who will succeed Pope Francis and lead the Church into its next chapter. White Smoke, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to caloroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller acting president, signal lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and pager protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the uninterrupted listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to caloroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
The American Red Cross say they fielded at least 8,000 calls from locals asking how they could assist wildfire victims. Aaron Morton is VP of Strategic Partnerships at United Way of Greater LA and said what we've seen in terms of the response has been an overwhelming sense of community and that it's everyone's responsibility to help the residents impacted. It's an amazing confirmation of who LA is. It's very dynamic, very diverse, and we come up with solutions together. I'm looking at this crisis with a lot of hope. We have shown we have the power to come together. Outside Altadena, street vendors open a massive food and clothes distribution center at the Santa Anita racetrack. Angelenos donated hundreds of boxes of clothes, diapers, baby formula, toilet paper, and other necessities. Volunteers sorted the clothing for display by sections: men, women, children, tops, pants, shoes. Those who showed up to help were issued name tags and paired with a fire victim or family seeking supplies. One man showed up with a KFC shirt. He had fried chicken to give away. And outside one tent, a sign said, "Free massage," in the midst of all the chaos. And those are your 5 good news stories today. It might have been 6 if you count carefully, but hey, good news, good news. No rules on the bonus episodes. You know what I'm saying? All right, back with a normal episode on Sunday. You have a great day.
This country was built on a distinctly American work ethic, but today, work is in trouble. We've outsourced most of our manufacturing to other countries, and with that, we sent away good jobs and diminished our capability to make things. American Giant is a clothing company that's pushing back against this tide. They make a variety of high-quality clothing and activewear, like sweatshirts, jeans, dresses, jackets, and so much more. All made right here in the USA, from growing the cotton and adding the final touches. So when you buy American Giant, you create jobs for seamsters, cutters, and factory workers in towns and cities across the United States. And it's about more than an income. Jobs bring pride, purpose. They stitch people together. If all that sounds good to you, visit American-Giant.com and get 20% off your first order when you use code STAPLE20 at checkout. That's 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com with promo code STAPLE20.